It is time for a GACS, Blast from the Past, brought
Yes.
to us each week by our good friend right there.
There he is.
Paul Borges. And PB Collectables, your neighborhood card shop. Go to pbcollectables.com to find that special card or a piece of memorabilia. Now, Paul, as you know, you're not going to be able to see the video right now, but you'll see it tomorrow night when it is, but you'll hear the audio. And this is in honor of, we lost another one this week.
I know.
We're losing him every week.
Hall of Famer.
This week we lost the baby bull.
Yeah.
And that was Orlando Cepeda, who, by the way, Paul, you know he played for the Sox 1 year. He couldn't walk.
I just looked up his, we were just talking, I looked up his stats because I was a little before my baseball interest kicked in. He was 35. You said he was bad legs.
He couldn't run.
20 homers, like 86 ribbies, hit 289.
What year was that?
1973.
So he played with Rico.
Played 142. Yeah, he played with Rico.
Yeah. He played with Rico. Couldn't walk.
Well, they had a lot of guys with bad legs.
Oh, man. No, really.
No, but back then, that was the first. He was the Red Sox first DH. That was the first year of the DH. And back then, that's what DHs were all these dudes that couldn't walk anymore.
On their last legs.
Yeah,
on their last legs. Absolutely. That happened. No, Don Baylor.
Don Baylor made a career on being a DH.
Right.
Well, so did Ortiz when you think about it. So.
All right, so this is a little video tribute to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda played and starred for 17 years in the major leagues. He played for the Cardinals in only 3 of those seasons, but what seasons they were. Orlando played most of his career on bad knees. In 1965, San Francisco manager Herman Franks put Orlando in the outfield. And diving for a ball, he injured his knee again. He begged to play first base. Franks said no. So in May of 1966, they traded him. Fortunately, Cepeda was traded to the Cardinals for pitcher Ray Sadecki. He injected life, enthusiasm, and fun into the team, and of course played first base. They called him the Baby Bull because his father in Puerto Rico was called the Bull. They also called him Cha-Cha. He brought his stereo equipment to the clubhouse and filled the place with salsa music. He was the clubhouse comedian and music director. The name of the team was unofficially changed to the Albertos. When Orlando, what he could also do was hit. He was an impact player, hit .325, hammered 25 homers, drove in 111, and helped the Cardinals, considered to be one of the best teams in baseball history that year, beat Boston in the World Series. Orlando was unanimously named the National League's most valuable player, the first unanimous choice in league history. With Cepeda at first base, the Cardinals were in the World Series again in 1968. He had 2 home runs in that series, but the Cardinals lost to Detroit. Orlando's stay in St. Louis ended in early 1969 when he was traded. He traded to Atlanta for Joe Torre. But his 3 seasons wearing the Cardinal uniform were a joy for Cardinal fans. Orlando still works for the San Francisco Giants as a Goodwill Ambassador, and in 1999 was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. And tonight we remember Cha-Cha and delighted to have him back and induct him into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, just a great player.
He took him 25 years to get into the Hall of Fame.
I didn't realize
he retired in 74. 1999, he went in the Hall of Fame.
I did not realize that.
He moved around. He played on a few teams, but everywhere he went, he hit.
Yeah, he was a great hitter.
He could just hit. The dude could just hit.
I don't know if you guys, Paul, I know you guys are both a lot younger than me, and I don't know if you guys remember the 67 World Series. I know you don't.
I do not.
No. Paul, how old were you? You were like a squirt, right?
4.
Yeah. Well, I was a sophomore in high school.
I was 2.
And that World Series was just, it was unbelievable. As a matter of fact, I was at Austin Prep, as you know.
Yeah.
And then a couple of were afternoon games. And at lunchtime, classes would stop, and the whole school would be in the cafeteria, and they'd have 4 or 5 portable TVs set up.
I remember that even when I'll be 59 in September, and I missed the game. I was thinking that during the NBA Finals, where there was always a Sunday game at 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Dick Stockton and Tommy Heinsohn called. That's a lost. On a whole generation of kids is big games, like big playoff games, World Series games in the afternoon.
Absolutely,
it's
right.
gone.
Now, especially on the East Coast, I mean, they start a game at 8:30.
Yeah,
you got to watch 3 or 4 innings.